What's up, people? Back on here. Woo. Starting a little bit later than we anticipated. Decided to rain this morning, so just a little bit of sprinkles. So we're back at it.
All dry now. Let's go see what this guy's doing. Fill up. We are live. My little fairy. And he was a fairy. We have one. So we're planning to spray all this. When you hold this, can you see all my notifications?
Huh?
When you're videoing, can you see all my notifications popping up? I get kind of annoyed. Notifications. Philip, what do you have to say to our one viewer? There we go. There's the man, the myth, the legend. Well, should we just start right there and go around, get that all sealed? We have enough, right? No. You think we'll be cut short?
No, I was just thinking they start
Slam something said, guy got a permit for those guns. There you go, Pete.
Alrighty, guys. Looks like you're over to me. Hey, what's up, Audio Jungle? Yeah, I know. What's up, buddy? And Slammer. I don't know if you guys heard what I said earlier. We had a little bit of a... We were out here by 8, but it decided to sprinkle a little bit on us, so we had to wait for the asphalt to dry, so... But we're back at it. Pretty sure he's going to take that truck, back it down to yonder, start spraying. It's going to be a simple day today. And never a simple, though. You know, it's never a simple day. It's always turns into a mess up. Audio Jungle says, will y'all be around here until 9? Dude, I want to say no, but you're getting to know the stream a little bit too well. You're getting to know us a little bit too well, you know. Most likely, let's set this bad boy down. So Matt, run them through what the plan is. Alrighty, spraying the whole parking lot, that's right. And everybody's back to their positions. But thankfully, we don't have a light. It's not dark. Thanks to the lights, guys. Al says, nice, bro. The Jungle said, I have work tonight. No way, dude. Me too. And my best guess is, I could see, oh, look at the flex of that tire, guys. I don't know if y'all can see that, but holy crap. That's how he ripped the hub off the axle the other day over in Pendleton. He's such a dork. I just said I get off about 9 your time. I want to watch your stream when I get home. All right, bet, dude. Oh, looks like this guy just got showered, guys. Let's assess the damage. We filled this fucker up. We got 400 gallons in there. Did it get you? Did it get you? A little bit on your neck. Yeah. White Snake says back at it. Yes, sir. What's up, Lisa? Hi, I'm back again. Remember me from yesterday? Of course I remember you from yesterday. I remember all you guys. I remember all you people. That's one thing I've been cursed with, is a good memory. Oh yeah, guys. I'll give you guys a sneak peek of inside the tank. These guys right here, bam. These guys drove all night to pick, damn it. I touched the side. I know I have, I filmed it. I didn't get fill up, I forgot. But it's 6 minutes in if you want to clip it. So these guys right here, we ran out of seal coat last night and they drove the entire morning. Thankfully they got like 2-3 hours to sleep at the house before we came out though. They had to drive 6 hours to pick up more seal coat. Lisa says, yeah. Audio Jungle said, it'd be funny if I came back after working and one of y'all covered in seal coat. Dude, it's happened, I can tell you that much. We're gonna have to, so at the end of every season, we go in this tank right here and we have to manually clean it out with shovels. And when we come out, we're covered, so it's gonna be live. That's gonna be some funny. Climbro's mom said, good afternoon. Good afternoon to you too. Loco says W. That's what's up, dude. White Snake said, hit that. Hell yeah. The like button. Yeah. I like the White Snake. Pharaoh says, that's one stupid commute. That is one stupid commute. Dude, yeah. Yeah, and Bill and I, we were sleeping in our comfy beds while these guys were on the road. They left here at 1:30 and they got back to the shop at 7:30-ish a.m., I believe. So yeah, it was definitely a commute. It was a big old commute for these guys. Bill and I were sleeping. I got home, drank some milk, climbed into bed, and I was out. Fred says, tell Woody to get to work, right? Today he ain't Woody, he's a union worker. Fred says, tell Woody to get to work.
Woody, who's Woody?
You were in the cowboy hat last night. He's on stream. Woody. Now he's just Woody the Wood. Should we get a little Woody the Woodpecker costume for him? And over Halloween we'll have him wear it. How does that sound? Alrighty, fired up and ready to roll. Love it. What are the best POV for you guys going to be? White Snake said that's the closest place to get coating, right? Oh, that's, yeah, so it's either 3 hours into Washington or 3 hours into Idaho. So it's a 6-hour round trip. Oh, I love Halloween, says Lisa. That's what's up, dude. Audio says, tell him to dress up as Woody from Toy Story. Dude, you know, he could actually, he could pull it off. I think Locus has got wood, right? Exactly, my guys. He would make a good Woody. Or Woody the Woodpecker. Anything that goes with wood. So, yeah. They want you to dress up as Woody over Halloween and work.
I'm gonna dress up as you.
Yeah, he's gonna dress up as you, Audio Jungle. Climb Bro says, is that the second coat? Yes and no. We finished, we did one coat yesterday. Now that is just beautiful, guys. Look at that. So yeah, but we're going to be applying 2 coats to the entire area. Fred said, there's a snake in my boots, right? Chris says, how did the diff go? It went well, dude. He did a good job on it, surprisingly. Audio Jungle said, if y'all stream on Halloween, he better look like your Woody from Tour. Okay. I'm sure we could buy a costume at Walmart or something. That's hilarious. Black Mamba. Fred, Climber's mom says, how late did you work last night? We shut down at 1:30, and then Matt and Philip, they drove into Tri-Cities. Matt, do you go to Tri-Cities or Boise? They went to Tri-Cities last night, so it was a 6-hour round trip, and they got back at 7 a.m. Lisa said, did you know those costumes where they look like aliens carrying you? That's what I am for. Hell yeah, dude. Dude, there's all the, I like those. Those are funny. I get a kick out of those. White Snakes, how big is your tank? 500 gallons? So yes, I think it's about 550. We filled it up with 400 gallons of seal coat, and then since it's water-based, we added a ton of water to it. Audio Jungle said, I was up at 3 a.m. and they had just ended the stream. Yeah, dude. It was quite the job yesterday. I can tell you that I was truly exhausted. Fred says, looking good. Thanks, pal. I appreciate that. Bam. Michael said, is this John? Yes, sir. This is your favorite cameraman, John. Well, it's actually Jonathan. So you take the H out. Audio said I had a great time last night. Hey, that's good. Good to know, my friend. That makes me happy that you guys like the stream. Ty J said, "Who is your seal coat supplier?" Seal Masters. We have a Seal Masters up in Tri-Cities, over on the docks. Hi, John. Michael said, finally Bill doing something. What are you talking about? He's always doing something. Curtis says, hi. What's up, Curtis? How you doing, buddy? Jungle says, hi, John. Alexia said, hi, papitas. Lisa said, hi. Scott Murphy? Not sure what that means. VR says, what's happening here? This is Seal Coat, my guy. I think I recognize your... I don't know, maybe there was another VR that was on last night. This is the process of seal coating. Chad said, can you apply this over gravel? So, yes, you can. You can, but I don't recommend it. If you're gonna spray anything on concrete, do the dust spray. This stuff right here is a little bit more expensive, but you can do it. Audio says, why am I the only one who liked the stream? Right, Audio? That's right. Chat the thanks. Mister said, y'all heard meh. Audio Jungle says, there we go. That's what's up. So, all you guys that are new to the stream, we put the first coat on here last night, and as you can tell over yonder, that's not sprayed. So, we'll be putting 2 coats on over there. Lisa says, same with the audio. Curtis is from Louisiana. Dude, Louisiana's wild, my guy. You have enough crawfish down there? Time to move the truck forward. It's about 100 feet. And this process actually goes pretty quick. Oh, finally, look at that. Breaking the storm here. That's what's up, dude. Audio said they have some good food. Oh, 100%. Dude, yeah. I've had crawfish since I was a kid. It's been a while. Bree, hi, buddy. Michael said it's 120 people. Yes, sir. People like watching other people work while they sit down on their couch and eat potato chips. That's what's up. Curtis said yes, crawfish and alligators. Yes, sir. I do not. No alligators up here, man. I like Oregon. We don't have really any snakes. Well, we have some mosquitoes, but not bad. White Snake said, rough estimate how much coating you lay down a year. Dude, I don't know, 50,000 gallons? I don't know, dude. That's a lot. We'll probably calculate that out this year. I'll make sure you're subscribed to us. I promise I'll get back to you on that. We need to calculate it out at the end of the year. I'm a painter, says Bree. That's what's up, dude. Michael says, can you come down to Tacoma Bay and fix my driveway? Well, you're gonna have to pay us for transportation costs, away from Oregon cost, and hotel costs, and then on top of the asphalt repair, then we'll do it. Kayleen said he should stop moving the truck before he makes me. So that's a good question actually. It's a good idea, but he has to pull the hose back because we cannot have Bill tripping over hoses. Because when you're spraying, you have to be careful not to spray it on the concrete. Audio Jungle said, I go to work in about 30 minutes. It's just a evening schedule because of church and school. All right, buddy. You take care out there, all right? Curtis says, I subscribe to your channel. Thanks, pal. Bree said, I go through a lot of paint. Oh, yeah. Michael says, 25K for what? What's the 25K for? Well, the second layer, it really makes the asphalt pop, you know, and it just puts on another protector layer. Because this is a hospital here, so they have a lot of cars going in and out daily. Back. Hey, I'll see you later, audio. Shakespeare says, back again. Yes, sir. Michael says, my job. Hell, oh, wow. That's wild. John Bubick said, oh, no. Is this a nightmare? I woke up and find the Klein Bros. Yikes, dude. You're going to hear my voice in your dreams, my friend. Lisa says, I think Waco might gift you 25K. Dude, that would be nice. Like money. Hey, man, I'll never say no to money, you know. Michael said, what my job? Oh, you said you're the painter, right? Wait, hold on. Let me go back up. No, I'm not sure, buddy. Song says, how tick I'm not sure what that. Money! What's up, dude? I love it. I've never seen this spray so big. Exactly. Money said, I heard money in the air and it summoned me to your channel. That's what's up, dude. The black gold, right? I love it. Song says, I like to know. Yeah, right, dude? Caroline says, you're gonna go help them? That you're going off audio. Hell no. I'm lazy, I don't wanna help. Steve says hi. What's up, Stevie? Money said, you guys have gotten so many issues with that naughty. You said F it, never again. No, that thing's full blast, exactly. Well, we tried another tip. We always try to find the best tip. And so the one that we bought, it was an experimental one and it did not go over well, as you guys saw from a few days ago. Michael said, is that spring air? Dude, right? White Snake said, Mike is asking how much for you to do his driveway in Tampa. Dude, give us 50 grand. No, that's a long ways, dude. Yeah, give me 50 grand and we'll go on vacation. We'll take the girls out there. Joe said, what's up from NH? Nothing much, dude. Just hailing from Oregon. The man that crawls, the sun don't shine, says Jonathan likes experimenting with tips. Dude, stop revealing my secrets. Every time you comment on here, you're revealing my damn secrets. Michael said 100 question mark. Yes, sir. Colleen said, hey, from Rwanda, and keep up, guys. Thanks, man. Money said this is a good tip. This is the one that we normally run, and it's been the one that's never failed us. John Pubic said, will they be able to park there tomorrow? Absolutely. 100%. Yeah, this right here will be totally cured by tomorrow. So, we might be going live tomorrow. The one day that I was going to have off this month, we will probably be working it. So, I don't know if we'll be finishing with all of the line striping tonight. So, at least the line striping is pretty simple. We only have 2 ADAs here, parking zone over there, and then a walkway there. Then there's a few other walkways, so it's actually pretty straightforward. No parking here, so it's pretty straightforward. Michael said, how much my truck cost? $100K. Dude, those trucks are expensive, man. That's why you buy a $50,000 workhorse and a $100,000 Porsche. Money said the Sultans of Swing, exactly. Kellyan said, what time? We're at 1:46. Sketchy Ride says, how long did it take you to do the whole driveway? So we've been on this for 2 days now. What's up, John from Alley? What's up, dude? It's my favorite alley cat. Get away from me, bee. Damn, I got a bee chasing me, fellas. Live that time. Live that time? Oh, we'll be live. Whenever we work, we go live. It's my sole purpose in life. Michael said a 2026 GMC Duramax. Boo. Well, GMCs aren't as bad as Chevys, even though Chevys and GMCs are basically the same truck. Both of them are General Motors, but I'd buy a GMC over a Chevy. Bree says, do you paint the stripes? Yes, sir. Money said, for me, I'm buying a $5,000 workhorse and a $350,000 Porsche. It's my favorite John. That's what's up. The man that crawled to the sun don't shine said, who is Allie? Allie is, I think it's a girl that's been commenting. She's one of our subscribers, and she's flirting with another guy named, like, every time we get new people on here, they're always flirting with another people. I think you can verify that for me, so. Clyde says, no time, no, tomorrow, what time? I'm not sure yet. If we don't finish tonight, then we'll be starting tomorrow, and it'll be after 5, because we have to wait for the hospital to close. I'm Ali, says Ali. Bree says, heck yeah. Ali says, no, I ain't, bro. No, you ain't, bro, what? The man that crawled to the sun don't shine just sounds like a catfish. Oh, 100%. Dude. You know, the funny thing is that one of the funny things to me is there's a lot of people that they meet their, like, boyfriend online, and then they meet up in person, and they're just like, ah, fuck, it's a man. Michael says, want to know something about Ford One? It broke down on the side of the road or in their repair shop. So we have a Ford over there, another Ford over there. It has literally towed that Dodge Ram right there 5 times this month. And that truck right there, we've invested more than 50 grand into it this month alone. Ali says, flirting with everyone every time I talk to a man. Y'all just assume I'm flirting. Hey, it's funny, okay? I'm new, not FT flirting, I think, from Caitlin. Lisa said, I'm building Legos right now. That's what's up, dude. Legos are fun. Jump Pubic Head said, GMC is the same thing as a Chevy. Just more needed crap on it. You don't need for tens of thousands of more dollars. Ford rules. 100% I'm with you. I'm with you, dude. But the GMCs are pretty nifty. Kayleen was here. Were you here yesterday? I don't know. I don't remember that name. Money says, I know that you're saying this is a normal tip, but right away I noticed it looks way bigger spray before, but maybe I'm wrong. but I keep looking at it. I'm like, dude, this is a fatter spray. When we're done, I'm gonna ask Matt about that. Okay, happy money. White Snake says, how far away is Newport from you? Dude, I had a long ass, boy, probably 1,000 miles. White Snake says, I'm in Northern Cali. Northern Cali is beautiful, my guy. White Snake says, I have a sister in Newport. That's awesome, dude. Money said, I also like the old school 318 power wagons and the 440s trucks. But a lot of Fords are super strong. I've noticed that my family Chevy's people, and I'm not brand cringe. Brand crit, Z trick. I would care less, so get mad at me. I don't care. What are you building, Lisa? That's a good question. What are you building with those Legos? Michael said, can you throw anything? No, man. We need to get this done. Hey, get the likes up and I'll think about it. Ali says, been the Northern Cali so much, but prefer my home in LA. So I've been to LA a couple of times. I was too young to really remember it, but I mean, the only reference that I have off of LA is off the news, and it doesn't sound like that good of a place. Can I drink it from... Hey, what's up, baby? You're back on here. Love it. Cool, can I drink it? Dude, you can drink whatever you want, but I would not recommend it. You might end up here at the hospital. Michael says, throw Bill. Bro, he's the only guy working right now. Why would I throw the only guy that's spraying? Clambero's mom says Newport is 435 miles. All right, I guess. The man that crawls in no shine says, hi, Mom. White Snake says, cool, Klein tie. That's right. Jump Pubic Head said, 166 people watching, only 25 likes. Such lame viewers. That's right. What's up with that, guys? Get that likes up. When the guys in the comments are saying you guys are lame, you guys got to do something about that. Hi, North, says the mom. Money said, not you getting mad at me, the people in the comments, because a lot of people are very obsessed with brands. Yeah, so I'm not obsessed with brands, but I do prefer either Ford or Dodge. Chevy has just kind of gone downhill. I think they're just kind of crappy. Baby says, hi, back. The man that crawled the sun don't shine said, I always liked it when I come in. Damn it, when we're out of fuel. All right, time to fill this bad boy back up. Hi, bro, I'm from India. Have you ever been mad at a viewer? No, not really, dude. I'm pretty chill. I work with my brothers, so these guys are a-holes, so. Exactly, so point proven right there, you know what I'm saying? Money says, how the F can you prefer LA over North Cali? I've never been up there, but LA is a rotten city, and there, I don't know. Maybe they're both sick. Dude, all I know is I wouldn't live there. I do not like getting mugged, and I do not like getting mugged. LA says, was that Philip? Of course it's Philip. Bam. Caleb F. Joe Biden said, is that spray method some stuff as a squeegee and pouring? So we can squeegee or spray this stuff. Both ways are almost exactly the same. Michael said, Bill is a major a-hole. What? Michael called you an a-hole. Michael, who the heck is Michael? I don't know. Michael. Jump Pubic Head says, on a quiet night you can hear a Chevy rusting. That's right, my guy. You're 100% right. Allie says, I grew up in LA. It's my favorite, so shut up. Well, I mean, there's always good parts of towns and bad parts of town, so. The man that crawls the sun don't shine says, if you picked up a big fluffy thing off your floorboard and waved it at them when they wouldn't mug you. Dude, crap. Our pump's acting up again. That's so annoying. Whenever it gets ran out of gas, it just works like crap. Well, after we filled it up. Morris said, how are you? Dude, a little bit tired, but doing awesome, my guy. Matthew says, you got mugged. What were you doing looking for? No, I've never looked for him, so never had an issue with that. Michael says, Bill's from the hood. Bro, he's from the mountains, bro. Aww. You gotta be kidding me.
Never start that.
Well, guys, that's not good. You're finally live, says Taylor. Woo! White Snake says, the man that crawls, the sun don't shine. It's true. Hey, Taylor is back on, says Allie. The man that crawls, sun don't shine, laughing emoji. At least I'll be back in 8. At least I'll be back when mama's calling me to do something. Pirate sings his Hatua. Money says, I live in a lot of places. I lived in LA. That's where I'm from. I also live in Tacoma, and Tacoma is by you guys, and it's known as the ghetto. But I would rather live in Tacoma than LA for sure. Dude, get out of the city, man. Come out and live in the country, man. It's beautiful out here. Ali says, Lisa, what was your building with your Legos? Yeah, we have all been asking that. The man that crawls the sun don't shine says, how old are you? Allie. Matthew says, did you guys break a 15 minutes? Hell no. What's up, Allie? Allie says, money, shut up. You're having an opinion, then I'll have mine. We got people fighting in the comments, dude. Money says, Los Angeles used to be one of the best places in the world, but everyone came there and I ruined it. Kind of Portland and got destroyed by all the 100%. Allie says, North, why are you asking? Allie says, what's up, Taylor? Man, the man that crawls the sun don't shine says, I want to know. So the man that crawls the sun don't shine is by far our favorite subscriber. So, by the way, you guys have a lot to make up for. You guys have a lot to make up for. The man that crawls the sun don't shine went above and beyond. Darren said, weird question. Tyler, you asked that the other day, so don't say that's a weird question. Al not said for real. Lisa says, hi, what's up, dude? Shut up, or you're the G word? Not sure what a G word is. Who's farted? Johnson says, y'all hiring? No, man. Money said, I have lived in the low part of LA in the high part. I'd rather be in the better part. People have made it too political and angry and drug addicted. That's true. Lisa said, my name is Richard, and I'm sitting in a corner. Oh, that sucks, dude. But what are you building, Richard, with your Legos? Allie says, okay, North, the man that crawls the sun don't shine. Bam, the emoji. Eric the Gray, what's up, dude? You're back on. Says, hello, gentlemen. Michael says, Bill touches grass. So, what does touching grass mean? I've heard that expression before, and it never made any. I haven't looked into it. Joshua Brown says, did you make that tank yourself? He did, actually. He took the blueprints off of a factory-made one and built it. Saved us about $60,000. The man that crawls the sun don't shine says, means you like never go outside. Ah, gotcha. Michael said, Lisa Michael said, it's a song and I built a car. That's what's up, dude. Hell yeah. Tyler says, never touch grass means you never go out. Ah, gotcha, dude. Michael says, I don't know. I just like saying it. Josiah said, sweet setup. Thanks, pal. No brakes said, are you guys spraying the asphalt? LOL. Yes, so we're spraying seal coat on the asphalt. Alright, let me go over to here so I don't get in their way. Lisa said, my name is Lucas. Oh, that's right. And Kit says, 1 + 1 = 2. Caleb F. Joe says, does all that black stuff get in your nose at the end of the day? It does. The man that crawls the sun don't shine says, no brakes, hit the like and I'll tell ya. There you go. Pirate King says, can you get high? No. Wear a respirator? No. Are all of them for all the microscopic cracks? Yes. And it puts a binder back on the asphalt. Truth hurts. Hey, what's up, Truth? He says they're in northwest South Oregon. Stop asking. Money said, I'm glad to see homie's face after the differential repair. I'm telling you, it took the life out of him, and I'm a mechanic. I know that. Dude, mechanics suck. Money said, it's good to see the life back in your face. The diff took it out of you. Brock said, hi, what's up, Brock? Allie says, BRB, 15 minutes top. Bam. Dalton said, I take that as a no. Ask your question again, man. I'm sorry. F. Joe says, LOL. Joshua says, does that tank have a paddle built in the tank to keep missing? Yes, it has 3 paddles in it that agitate at a different speed with paddles. 4 in there that agitate with rubber on the ends to break up all the clumps of seal coat. John Pugh, oh wait, hold on. The man that crawled with the sun don't shine says, me and the money side besides William through the differential process. I bet you did, dude. You were his mental support. Pubic Head said, North Coast needs to buy you masks, not pizza. Chuckle, dude, right? But we won't wear them, man. Out here, we have the country air, okay? Ali says, I'm back! Eric the Great says, you like engineers but not mechanics. I like mechanics more than engineers. Engineers are kind of a-holes, not gonna lie. Michael says, want anything from gas station? I'm good, dude. Zinnies. Tyler says, didn't need to take forever. Ali says, for real. Caleb said, F Joe Biden or Trump, Putin. Tyler says, you got more time for the stream. Exactly, dude. Lee said, this is cool mechanical stuff on the side. That's right, dude. What I want you to do, man, is keep working on your Legos and research on how to build these. You'll be a millionaire when you're older. Billy says, will that stay in concrete? Is that why he's not going to go around the edges? Yes. Check mark for Trump. Yes, we edge all around this right here. And it makes the concrete look like crap, dude. Eric the Great said, LOL. Tyler says, North, you're a goober. No, dude. Okay, here's the deal. I will defend the man that crawled through the sun don't shine. His name, so it's North HVAC. His nickname is the man that crawls through the sun don't shine. So I'll defend that guy. He's our #1 subscriber right now. He's cool as hell. Henry Truman, right? Ali, how old are you? Dave said, Rob said, please, I need your product in Papua New Guinea. How can I contract you? My name is Bob from PNG. Dude, hit us up. We'll sign a contract with you. It'll cost you guys a couple mil, but we'll sign a contract. Lisa says, okay, I'm planning on working in NASA. Dude, that's awesome, man. That's what's up. Ellie says, I'm not sharing my age, weirdo. I shared it once with Tyler. That's it. Yep. I feel you there. Brown says, take a lap around the trailer. I want to see the setup. All right. I'm going to read your comments while I do this, because if I don't, who's the oldest of the 4 brothers? That guy's spraying. He's 32. He's the youngest at 23. The Klein Bros mom says, North, he is my favorite. Hey! What the heck? What are you talking about? Tyler says, I'm the gatekeeping it, LOL. That's what. And the man that crawls the sun don't shine says, aw. Truth Hurt says, does that blast tank ever wash out the top? Yes. If it's too full and we hit the brakes, it'll splash everywhere. John Pubic Head said, NASA is yesterday's news. SpaceX, a new place. Yes. Pay attention to that guy right there. Ali says, good Tyler keeps gatekeeping. That's what's up. The man that called to the sun don't shine says, gatekeeping sounds fishy. What does gatekeeping even mean? Gatekeeping for what? Kenneth Cole says, little bro. Looks like big bro. Yeah, he's a big little brother. Michael says, these likes are disappointing me, right? Come on, guys, hit the like button. Ali says, why are you wanting to know my age anyways? Tyler says, keeping it a secret with your life. Exactly. Ali says, gatekeeping is like not telling anyone like a secret forever. Oh, I gotcha. Hey, I know how old you are, and I didn't say anything. It's none of my business. Truck Central says, does your slurry smell like fried chicken? LOL. Ours said no. Well, this isn't slurry seal. This is seal coating. Slurry is kind of like the same concept as seal coat, but it has more aggregate in it. F. Joe says, bump the like button. It's throwing. Hell yeah. Michael says, don't hit that like button. If you don't hit the like button, you're gay. Y'all are funny. Money says, I'm guessing the Lego builder is a grown-up man. Legos are super popular now. No, I think it's a kid. I'm pretty sure it's a child. He's on his mom's account. At least I hope it is, unless he lied. Lisa says, 92 people and 36 likes. Yes, sir. 38 likes. That's what's up. Robin says, great, now hungry for fried chicken. I don't like fried chicken, not from KFC, dude. That shit's, it's just greasy. I had it the other day, and dude, it was not it. Michael says, wait, Truck says, I'm a retired asphalt hauler. Hell yeah, buddy. Michael says, can I moderate for you? I wish. Tyler says, I want my Lego Lamborghini. Dude, that, I can't believe how much money people spend on Lego builds. It's insane. Kleinbro's mom says, we always told the three brothers to be nice to Philip. He's the youngest and always ends up taller than the rest. That happened. Philip was mean to us growing up. Junior says, it's money and seal cutting. Oh, yeah. Ellie says, why that emoji? Wait, hold on. Oh. Tyler says, why not? Lisa says, I'm 10 on my mom's account. Michael says, no, in YouTube. All right, you got it, buddy. Ellie says, because that's freaking emoji. That is a freaky emoji. That's funny. And Mom, why aren't you in church? Hey, Bill. Mom's commenting on here and I asked her why she isn't in church. You have a hair coming out of your nose.
You want to see it get cold?
There, you got it. Nice. F. Joe says, I can't moderate the chat. You'll have to know them personally. Dream said, better hope it doesn't rain. It rained this morning. That's why we had such a late start. We had to let it dry. Ali says, see? Alright, said, it's freaky if you want to. Oh my gosh. Ali says, exactly why it's freaky. Climber's mom said, because it's 2:30, I was there in the morning. Truck Central said, what part of the country are you in? We are in Eastern Oregon, Baker City, Oregon to be exactly. Tyler says, I mean, that one, there ain't a better one, to be honest, exactly. I use like 3 different ones. That's what's up, fellas. Oh, look how good that's going on, fellas. It's going on seamlessly. Damn, I got a case of the hiccups, fellas. Thomas said, yeah, there's some harder ones. Is there anybody? Yeah, there's some harder bad. Is there somebody keeping going? What are you talking about? Pubic Head said, my brother is older and 6'8". Damn. And a half. And I can't catch him, unfortunately. Nah, bro, that's massive. Central Truck said, nice. Hello from Cali. Hey, man. Howard says, or 5 IDK. Climber's mom said, it looks great. Thank you. Allie said, this man. Allie says, is this actually your mom? Yes, it is. Michael says, can I be a mod for you because I'm a good mod? I mod 200 channels and I make sure people are being nice. And that's why I'm good mod. Will you? Mod, will you? Probably not, dude. Probably not. I mean, people can comment down below whatever they want. It's America. You know, I just got to watch my language according to the YouTube standards. A bunch of BS what they have us do, you know. Hi, Explorer. What's up, Glam Brothers? What's up, Dora the Explorer? LA says, period, Taylor. Taylor said, I'm far from everybody on this stream. Oh, yeah, dude. You are far. Michael says, I will donate. We're not monetized yet, my friend. Bro, I can only mod 2 channels. Jam says, is he going backwards? He's walking backwards, yes. Ali says, yee, we know Tyler. Dudes in says, how many people are helping out? We are 4 on this crew. Marie says, hi. Truck says, don't lie, it's because your mom's here. Maybe. Central Truck says, LOL. Tyler says, that means I'm safe, exactly. Joe says, what is this job? I'm an uneducated individual. You're not uneducated, you just don't know what it is. This is the process of seal coating. You have to seal coat asphalt about once every 5 years, put the binder back in and seal the microscopic cracks in the asphalt so we don't get cracks. Tyler says, I'm from Ireland. I'm from Ireland. This is what we said. I mean, you are doing great. Thanks, pal. Hail from Ireland. A fella potato eater. Tyler says, everybody. Roblox said, hold on. Michael, piss off your, whoa, whatever. Tyler says, and everyone. Joe says, you're cool. Money said, I'm behind in the feed, but you should have just sprayed over the wet pavement like the gypsies. Hell no. We live here in this area, so we do good work for our clients, and we want to do it again in 3 years. Ali says, Roblox chill on Michael's daily viewer here. Exactly. Exactly. M says hello from Kansas. Hello. Michael says timeout him, dude. I don't have the energy to do that right now. Davey says, how long will this job take today? We'll probably be here for another 2 hours. And then we have to come back to Line Stripe, check it out again. And if we need to put another coat on, we will. I'm gonna come over on this sidewalk. There we go. Alex says, Baha, Tyler ain't safe no more. Tyler says, we will chant. Kleinbro's mom said, the sky is beautiful. Yeah, it was raining at 7, so we had to take a chill pill until about, let's see, 45 minutes ago we started the live stream. Robot says, thanks. Kleinbros Free Speed America. Joe says, how long have you been in business? For 3 years. Robert says, having fun yet? Always, my friend. M say, I'm trying to find friends in Kansas. Can't help you out there. F Joe says, how much do you guys make a year on average? We make 16 cents an hour, but about $1 million each a year. So it's a good business. Danny says, oh no, Woody's uncle is back again. That's right, Danny. Frank says, hi, what's up, Frankie? Michael says, just don't call me out. I won't be mad at everybody. Tyler said, it's beautiful over here. Hell yeah. Money said, it's cool that you are saying no to mods. Keep up that because people are very picky, right? John says, $500,000, please. Thomas said, oh, damn it. The chat's going too fast. Thomas says, spraying tar, is that to protect it? No, this is seal coat. It's a water-based seal coat to put the binder back in the asphalt. Ali says, MK11, I knew someone close to you with a devil emoji. Bunny says, you guys know I'm great on this channel, and I would tell you because at least 20 channels have blocked me because mods are picky, and I think they're on the channel, but that's weird, dude. You've been chill. List guy says, do you guys keep wind direction and concern? Absolutely. Temperature-wise, 55 degrees and above, we can seal coat. Ali says he's actually in the chat right now with the sad emoji. Tyler with the eye emoji. M says, well, if they're in Wichita, I right? Michael says, why don't you spray my ass kicking? It's not right. Tyler, your message got redacted. He said wrong one. Ali says, nope, there's there. I bet he would take a trip to see you, though. Maybe. Thomas says, are you keeping busy? Dude, we are slammed. The man that crawled the sun don't shine said, Michael, you ain't kicking nobody's ass. Yeah. We'll just call our boy, the man that crawls the sun don't shine up here, and yeah, you're gonna have a fight on your hands, bro. Money says, 4 brothers working together. That's right, dude. Caleb, F. Joe says, studies health hurts from toxic payment sealer. No, this isn't toxic. Money says, Caleb sounds like a real fun person. Hell yeah. Whoop, I'm doxxed. Nah, you're not, my guy. You're good. Tyler just says, LOL. Ali says, geeked. Tim says, y'all ever had the hose bust while spraying the stuff? Thankfully, no. We replaced that's a $1,000 hose right there. That right there is a very, very high quality hose, my dude. Jump Pubic said, I still think you could use that seal coat as a vehicle undercoating, and I'm not engaging my 20. Dude, honestly, it's worth a shot. Why not? You know what? I'll do that. when we shut down, we always have some left over, and I'm gonna do a video, and we'll do that. We'll do that. That'll be funny, actually. Blue Sky says, how long do your shoes or boots last? About 6 months. Jam says, hey, what's up, Jam? How you doing, buddy? I'm glad to see you back on here. Hurry up, Money says, I'm just letting you know I'm paying attention in class and I remember the lesson exactly. Allie says, YOLO Army what? Thomas said, I see. The man that crawls sun don't shine said, everybody taking notes, William is the best pipe player in the West. Exactly. Tyler says, what part of watching? Michael says, just give me your, just $1 is in your PayPal. Well, thanks, pal. Kat says, to give him $100 and $5 bills. PayPal. I don't know, he says he did. I don't know how we get notified for that, but thanks, pal. I'll believe it when I see it, but all right, they're backing up. Ellie says, MK, you still there? Yeah, he's still there. I'm in Southside. Well, from Tyler. Ellie says, wow. We all just found a match. Tyler with a crying emoji. Okay.
Yeah, that's. Did any notifications pop up?
It's gonna be my legs,
I don't know.
dude.
I have.
Tyler says, every sec I will give you $1. Hell yeah. Save Private said, as someone that never had experience doing this, nor knows anything about this trade. What is Dork doing? Oh. That's our... Isn't that the manager guy?
Oh, yeah, that is.
That's the manager guy.
No, he's the guy that's on call.
On call, yeah. Dude, he drives a nicer rig than I thought he would. There's our manager guy over there. Private said, you're doing this job wrong. Bullshit. People has the truth hurts. What time is a temple tonight? 8 o'clock Bible study for me. Buddy says, what's up? F. Joseph, St. Anthony Medical Center, Baker City, according to their coordinate. Yes, sir. Tyler says, at least you don't know where in the south side. Ali says, how do you know? How you finna tell us you never done doing this before? Then you tell me it's doing it wrong. Exactly. Michael said, bad idea turned off the phone. Tim says, the guy holding the hose must have a lot of experience holding it. Exactly. Yeah, we got 3 professionals at it. Thomas said, I have to go now, but I subscribe to your channel, so I keep watching. Dude, thanks, pal. Caleb says, you're going to send them pizzas? Dude, right? The man that crawled with sun no shine. Like, okay, honestly, he took the initiative to do that, so he's our favorite subscriber from now on. It doesn't matter. Michael says, oh, Allie says, pause. Michael says, I got his plates. Hee hee. Oh no, I'm so afraid. Tyler says, what kind of hose? Let me ask Matt. It's a special high PSI hose. We had a lady run over it the other day and it really pissed us off. F. Joe says, a pizza sounds good, right? Allie says, adios, Thomas. Allie says, that's what Joe JS said, allowing Tyler laughing emojis. MK says, you know about... I do not. Truth Hurt says, who's your favorite subscriber? So, wait, who's your favorite subscriber? So, I'm going to have to say, as of right now, it's going to be the man that crawled where the sun don't shine. Like, we were starving, and he sent us pizza. Private says, how you going to say something about somebody that you don't even know? That says he doesn't even know about the job. There's anything wrong, right? Alice says, what the fuck? Badass typing, bro. Dude, I gotta read all this. Blue Sky said, what state are you in? Thanks for all the info. Dude, hell yeah, we're over here in Eastern Oregon right now. Over in Oregon, so we've been able to stay pretty busy. Thankfully this year. We're going to be opening a branch into Idaho and Washington next year. And then it's really going to explode. I call bullshit. Truther said. Ali said, savings, go do that shit yourself then. Jumpy Head said, you should seal coat her car with hell no. The man that crawled with the sun no chances. Wait, you're doing what? Oh, we're going to be opening up 2 different branches one over into Washington, and another one over into Idaho. So we'll be hitting the Tri-Cities area and Meridian and Boise. We're going to be busy as shit next year. Tyler says, listen, this chat speed is in easy mode. Good luck when it gets... Oh, dude. Well, honestly, when they have like 1 million people live, that's why they have super chat. Because it's impossible to read them all. Will you still go live? Oh, 100%, dude. Dude, I like doing this. Ali says, Tyler, his chat is delayed, so when we send messages, it'll speed run them. Yup. Tyler said, so he's got it his way? I must be missing out on something. What do you say? Just checking in? Cool. Cool. Save It Private said, thanks, I know my typing is badass.
Oh, yeah.
But are we good?
Oh, yeah, it's just driving by.
Oh, okay. Truth Hurts says, I'm buying a new piece of equipment for a new business. He bought you pizza. Exactly. Ali says, I wasn't talking about your savings. The man that girl with sun don't shine says, you guys share the same father? Yes, sir. Same father and mother. Michael says, would you like to chat at small, medium, rare? Not really sure what you mean by that, Michael. Sorry. Tyler says, nothing about me is badass. Oh, dude, I doubt that. I'm pretty sure we could find something. Probably the way you can sit down and eat potato chips. I'm joking. Private said, oh, he's on his way to rest in peace. Kurt Cobain? Not really sure. I've heard that name somewhere. Kurt Cobain. I don't know. Tyler, we know. Jump Pubic Head said, everyone remember today, back when they are just regular Joes like us, soon to be gazillionaires. Nah, dude. Climber's mom says, we were married at 37 years. That's right. We've been married for 37 years. Yeah, mom and dad were married for 37 years. I think I forgot how long they've been together. Kay said, fun fact, the original Pizza Hut is in Wichita, Kansas. No way, dude. Ali says, I'm just trust. I'm joking, trust. Hi, mom. Tyler says, LOL. Ali did a blind dude emoji. Truth Hurts, his dad name is Jerry. Hell no, it's not. And he wants to know dad's name, and I'm not going to put that information out there. You can know our names, but not their names. Climbird's mom said, hi, MK. Tyler said, I have a Pizza Hut near me. Dude, Pizza Hut is pretty busted, not going to lie. The man that crawled with sun don't shine said, truth, sit down to me. Probably, dude. That is funny. Alright, we like truth, though. Cobain was the lead man, Kurt Cobain was the lead singer of a band. Oh, that's right, dude. Ali says, laughing my ass off. Robe is still on here. Are you guys going to finish a second coat by tonight? It's already 5 p.m. But we're at it's 2:30, so yes. Climber's mom says, dad's name is Kleinbro's dad. Exactly. Blue says, take care. Watch out for crazy cars. They more than Yeah, dude, I know. A lot more, actually. May you rest in peace, 100%, dude. Savings says, what are the best boots on the market and why is it thorough good? Honestly, I don't really know. The whites are pretty good, but I don't know. Michael said it's 2:30 for me. Oh, so you're on the West Coast. Truth Hurts said it's Jerry and you guys are Jerry's kids. Google it. Thankfully, no, our dad's name is not Jerry. It's Kleinbro's dad. It's Kleinbro's old man. Tyler says nothing crazier than a Nissan Altima with expired tags, right? Ali says Nitcom Pops. Kleinbro's mom said that is so funny, Jerry's kids. Hee hee. Oh, look at that, guys. The sun is coming out. We need to get out of here before we start sweating, dude. The man that crawls where the sun don't shine. Oh, he's 20 minutes away from the hospital, says Mike. The man that crawls where the sun don't shine said a Mackinac Ports and a Ultima. Can you guess who drives it? Everybody can. And they have a brand new TV in their house with no receipt. Tyler says, Nick Combe Pop's brother, exactly, Saved Private, said, false, a Nissan Altima with a scratched out. Truther says, see, your mom gets it. I think the joke is something that only you boomers would get. You can get Tyler emojis, at least. Oh, yawn emojis, please. Okay. If anybody does a yawn emoji, it should be me. Abraham, hello from the Philippines. Where are you at? We are in Oregon, the United States of America, and damn it, I am stuck in here. I just got sealed in, boys. I'm gonna have to walk all the way over there. How? The man that crow in the sun shine said, "How old are you, Allie?" DJ says, "Tell him his hat is gay." Why is it gay? Allie says, "Bro, my fever is at 104." Dude, go to the hospital. You've been sick this entire weekend, like us. Allie says, "North, leave me alone," with a crying emoji. Allie, you love the attention. Tyler says, "You're tired from holding a camera, cough, cough, weak." Dude, I know, that's what I'm saying. Hey, Allie the other day was defending me. She was saying that this is as hard as working, okay? Save It Private and said, "Are asphalt sealers glorified painters with a buffing problem?" No, we are terrible painters. That's why we edge everything. Ellie says, "Not from North." CA says, "Y'all softer than a bag of cotton." Michael says, "Allie, no. Allie's, she seems pretty solid." Allie says, "Catnip." DJ said, "Tell the guy in black to quit slacking." The only guy that's working. Wait, are you talking about tank top guy? Or are you talking about the guy spraying? DJ, Allie says, "Michael, no." Hey, I was standing up for you. The man that crawled to the sun don't shine says, "What's up, Allie?" Here, guys, bear with me a second. I'm gonna show you guys how to get across seal coat. All you have to do is jog this way a bit. We gotta hop over here on the asphalt. It's so weird that they just put random concrete places here. I mean, I don't care, but it's a little bit inconvenient for us because we have to spray around it. Michael Robo said, "Go back to eating your basic Cheetos." Allie says, "Nippy." Private said, "Y'all got soft hand." Tank top guy is slacking. He is. He's always slacking, dude. Truth Hurts says, "North, I think it's funny because I have to sit down because of my condition." Dude, that's actually funny. Michael says, "Roblox is not funny." He's hilarious. Robo said, "Leave Mohammed alone." Robert says, "Oh no, you walked on the grass," right? Look how good that's looking, guys. Oh, he got some on the grass. Bam. Truth Hurts, the man that crawled the sun don't shine said, "Truth, what is your condition?" Lucas says, "Stay off the lawn, you pesky kids," right? "Get off my lawn." Private Ryan says, "Do you need to have to do this job?" Yes. Robo says, "LOL Michael, mad. He can't be a mod and Nat people pathetic," right? What's the word?
The word is the word. When in doubt, throttle out. And blow up like a parental ball.
What's that saying? When in doubt.
Throttle out.
It was, no, there's another one. Something about being with a fat woman.
When in doubt, break your springs.
Exactly. Half. Alrighty. Well, I'm gonna hop over here on the lawn. I'm gonna piss all you lawnscapers off. Hey, Bill. Tyler said, bird is the word. Bird is the word. Bill is working hard. Hell yeah. Ali said, bird, bird, bird. Bird is a word. Oh, well, a bird. Bird. Bird is a willow. Well, don't you know about the bird? The word. Everybody knows about the bird. Well, a bird. Bird. When in doubt, throttle out. The man that called with Sunshine said, it's funny you guys are saying a nice parking lot and like, oh, that's the parking lot like someone would say about a hot chick. Exactly. Truth Hurts says, North, I'm lazy. That's my condition. This guy's a funny guy. I got a kick out of you, dude. Elliot says, brah, truth, that's so real. The biggest complainer says, Bill likes sausage the long way. Michael says, you're making me mad. I do grass for a living. What's up? What's up? Tyler said, if there isn't a dent on the floor from the throttle, you aren't pushing it hard enough. 100%, dude. I have had maybe, I don't know, 10 vehicles in the last 5 years, and I've blown up 8 of them from throttling them out. Ali said I sneezed and it hurt, right? What's up, Jerry? Lucas said he likes holding the long rods and he won't let anybody touch his special toy. You're bad. Naughty. You're a naughty fella. There it says dad's middle name is Jerry. The man that crawled with Sun Ocean said, Jerry, we share the last name. That's wild. Pruitt, what's up, boss? Oh, dude, nothing much. Just trying to survive the asphalt life, you know what I'm saying? Dad's middle name is, truth said is. Ollie said, Tyler, why are you giving me advice to feel more pain now? Truth Hurts says, North, nobody cares. I care. Hey, thanks for the likes, guys, by the way. When the last time I looked, it was at like 30, and I look up and it's 56. Tyler said, who said advice? Elliot says, truth, I care. The man that crawled with Sunshine said, truth, you're don't be butthurt. Isaiah said, yo, what's up, dude? Yo, what's for lunch? Air and raw milk. Amber's mom said, Allie, honestly, with Allie, honey with cayenne for throat and cough, also elderberry. Lucas says, does he take the spray rod with him each night and then... The man that crawled the sun outside says, Ellie does like me. Jerry says, what state are you in? We are in Eastern Oregon. Isaiah said, now it's a party. Yes, sir. Allie says, oh my goodness, thank you, Mom. Stop Me says, hi, hi. Brock says, what is that? This is seal coat. Tyler says, twin, don't sink our boat. Yeah, what do you mean by that, buddy? Tyler says, ouch. Truth Hurts says, Jerry, they're in Oregon. Stop asking. Pete says, oh. Hey. I'm trying to get over it, you twat. They're trying to trip me with the hose. Brock says, can you drink it? You can drink whatever you want, but you might not like it. You'll probably end up in the hospital. Lucas says, come down and spray Texas parking lots. Too hot down there, my guy. Allie says, North, I don't like you, but I don't hate you. Fair? Allie. Her Allie cat, yeah. Climber's mom says, you're welcome, Allie. What else is wrong? Ask Jonathan to come to me. Be healthy. Jerry says, first time asking. Yeah. Pete says, I used to do that for about 30 to 40 years, give or take. Hell yeah, buddy. Anthony says, I think seal coat. Anthony says, do you guys do shout outs? My brother's a big fan. Can you give him a shout out, Dixon? All right, you got your shout out. Truth Hurt says, I don't like North either. Hey, we like North, okay? You got us pizza.
Why do people like us to shout?
Pete says I'm a gypsy boy.
I don't understand that. Why do people like to shout?
I don't know, but it's echoing.
It's like-
The man that crawled the sun shine said, truth mad, LOL. Tyler said, Allie, your age ain't that special. Why you still asking? Allie says, Mom, it's really just my throat hurting and major headaches, not going to lie. It's also a stuffy nose and I can barely breathe. Arctic, what's up, Arctic? Why is William so cute? Okay, that's interesting. Ellie says, Tyler, I don't FK. Jerry says, LOL. Lucas says, 110 degrees here for 8 months out of the year is hell no. Allie said, truth, can't stay mad. Brock said, Allie, go milk a cow. Truth Hurt says, I used to seal coat for about 1 hour or two, then I realized it wasn't a Jerry kid, it got air conditioning job, right? Madison Smith said, hi. Allie said, fresh milk. Tyler said, never had fresh milk. Well, you're missing out, my friend. It's great, it's so good. Allie said, it's pretty good. Yeah, that's what's up. Thanks for the likes, guys. We're up to 64. Damn. I'm not even mentioning it. The man that crawled with sun don't shine said, truth, he still sat down to pee. Atlanta said, Jesus Christ love you, believe in your heart that he died for your sins, and was raised and conquered death, and you will be saved and receive eternal life. Repent from sin. That's right. Madison Smith said, fresh milk is awesome, 100%. Brock said, fresh milk, go to your local cow. Ali says, used to be on a ranch in Oregon, and I moved again. It was amazing. You're in LA. How does that work out? Tyler says, give me a cow udder and a bucket. Kleinbro's mom said, Allie, you put honey on the spoon and sprinkle it with cayenne, and it will burn at first, but it will help. Gurgle with food grade iodine for best of help. Also, lemon, honey, and cinnamon. Allie says, got you, Tyler. Brock says, throw a wrench. Dude, that was yesterday. Madison said, I live in Texas, so we are all known for cows. So I have to do cows, so I get milk every other day. That's what's up. Best source of milk. Alex says, OMG. Thank you, Mom. I'm so going to do that tonight. Why do you guys think that we can work for 20 hours a day? When we get sick, Mom just pumps us full of natural herbs. Tyler says, we are known for sunflowers and wheat, LOL. No, exactly, dude. That's what's up. We're known for liberals in Oregon. Purple-haired dykes that drive Subarus. Wait, am I allowed to say that word? I think so. Ali said, sunflower seeds. Not said, this is satisfying. Matthew said, I honestly switched from a hub to YouTube and I just... You're a weirdo, dude. You're a weirdo. Tyler, where are you from? Said Madison. Tyler said, and Wizard of Odd Twist, but that's mostly Oklahoma. Gaming said, holy cow, you're live again? Yes, sir. We're going to be live almost every single day for the next month and a half. Block said, I'm known for driving a BMW. Me and M4 Escape. I have Ford. I'm joking. Ali says, North, that's so gross. Wait, what did North say? I must have slipped it over. You know the white stuff on top of... That too. That's true, North. Tyler says, Wichita Canvas, airplane place. Ali says, Brock, WTF. The man that crawled with the sun said, what the F, Matthew? What did he do? What did he do? He didn't do anything. He's helping. Ali says, WTF. Tyler says, Wichita, Kansas, airplane place. Ali says, car twin, except mine's shit. Switched from the truck after I moved. Yeah, dude, trucks are better. Gaming says Toyota or Ford pickups. So I would go with Ford because we haul a lot, even though Toyota's a good, reliable truck. Wouldn't recommend anybody getting a Tacoma if you're over 5'8". Madison said, hold on, my boyfriend is calling me, so I will be back when I can. All right, man. I mean, all right, lady. Or if you're gay, whatever. BMW said, I love my BMW. That what's wrong with that? Oh, nothing. You're just leaking a lot of oil. Ali said, Ford Toyotas. Shit. NGL. That's right. The man that crawled with sunshine said, no. Switch over from the Stop. Tyler said, I know. Cars, but not owned. What yet, LOL. He said he's 5'8". Oh, damn, dude. Oh, yeah, you can fit in any car. Get a smart car. Mom's in the room. I know. The man that crawled with sunshine said, how old are you, Madison? You're a menace to society, dude. Oh. Madison said, I'm turning 17 in 2 days. Oh, shit, sorry. God, you gotta walk right into that one, my guy. Gaming says, what are you doing? We're seal coating. El Ruben is talk. No. Hey, happy early B-Day, Madison. That's what's up. Happy birthday. Madison said, I have a Tacoma and I'm 5'10". Yeah? Yeah, your knees are gonna feel it. I've been in quite a few of the Toyota's Tacomas, and I'm 6'1", so it is quite the ride. Lucas says, 03 F-150 Super Crew. Dude, those are ugly. Sorry, man. What's that? What happened? Oh, no. Looks like we had a meltdown here, boys. Would you look at that? Where did blowout at? What?
I was feeling Matt's welds.
Well, one of Matt's welds blew up, it looks like, boys.
I was feeling it. I was like...
Tension is beautiful. Oh, man, crawled with sunshine said I drive a power stroke. Same. They kill my knees when I'm in... shorts? Says Madison. Ali says close enough north. Madison shorts. Wait, why? That doesn't make any sense. 94 F350 power stroke. That's what's up, my dude. Ali says UNC status. I'm still trying a little bit confused about Madison's comment. I don't really get that. What's the plan, Matt? All right, guys. We're gonna end it. Well, guys, we had a little bit of a technical issue, so
We're gonna go tack it up and weld it.
So we're gonna be back on in here in about 40 minutes.
Yeah, to an hour.
All right, guys. Peace.